Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. Know what I'm saying? People are already conditioned to take the mark of the beast. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about people are already conditioned to take the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, bruh. People are already conditioned for this stuff, man. People are already conditioned for this stuff. You got to understand, man. Majority of people can't even step into what God called them to do. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people have already, it's like majority of people have already turned their hearts away from God. It's like people's hearts is hardened towards God. It's like people don't even want to hear about God no more. You know what I'm saying? And for the people out there who be speaking the truth and doing what God called them to do, it's like we already kind of like share the same similar experiences. These people, they don't want to hear the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people, man, they close the book, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if following God was a book, majority of people have already closed that book. They already closed the book, threw it away. They already threw the book in the trash can, bro. I'm telling you. Majority of people, if walking with God was a book, they already closed the book. They already threw the book in the trash can. And then they went as far as to set the book on fire as well. You know what I'm saying? People is done with God, man. You know what I'm saying? And people of all races too, not even just one race. It's like people of all races is done with God. It's like people don't even want to follow God anymore, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So by majority of people already rejecting God and majority of people don't even want nothing to do with God, it's like when the mark of the beast comes out, people is just gonna take it, bruh. Because they already rejecting God now. Like they already majority of people, they don't want nothing to do with God. People got all types of like excuses on why, on just why they cannot follow God. Oh, I went through so much trauma in my past. I feel as though God let me down. I feel as though this and that. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna give y'all some of my life story as well. You know what I'm saying? I went through all types of trauma too. It's times where, hold on, got interrupted, but like I was saying though, yeah, man, people be like, oh, hold on. People be like, oh, I'm not gonna follow God because I'm not gonna follow God because I've been through all this trauma. I've been through all these, you know what I'm saying? I feel like God turned on me. I feel as though God betrayed me and this and that. But like I was saying, I'm gonna use my life as an example, right? I've been through trauma too. I've been through all type of like hardships and trauma, and it's times where I felt like God betrayed me. I felt like God turned on me and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse to not follow God, bruh. It don't matter how much trauma you done been through in the past. We still gotta follow God, bro. It don't matter, bro. Like, a lot of people think like these excuses is gonna hold up on judgment day, and it's really not. Oh, you know, I don't want to follow God because I have all this trauma. I've been through this and I've been through that. And Tiario spoke about that too, how people use the trauma and the bad things that they've been through to where they don't even want to follow God, bro. You know? But I'm telling you, man, people is already conditioned to take the mark of the beast. Like, bruh, you gotta understand, man, people is already so defensive towards the truth of God. Like, how can you find so many people to whereas they are so defensive when you tell them the truth? But Jesus is the truth. So if people is so defensive towards God's truth and they don't want to hear it and this and that, these people is going to accept the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? These people is already conditioned to accept this stuff, man. These people is already conditioned to accept this stuff. Every time that you reject God's truth, it's like, bro, you already conditioned for this stuff. You already when the mark of the beast comes out, man, these people gonna take it, bro, because these people stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Majority of these people is cowards, bro. They can't even speak up for God. They cowards. They can't even take a stand for God. So it's like majority of people is going to take the mark of the beast simply because they already been rejecting God. They already don't want to take a stand for God. They are defensive towards God's truth. These people are already deceived by the devil. These people are easily manipulated by the devil. It's like people is not even fighting for their soul anymore. People is not fighting against damn. My voice cracking, all type of stuff. But look though, people are already conditioned to whereas they don't even want to fight for their soul anymore. They don't even want to fight against the lies of the enemy. Fight against the deceptions and all this stuff. Like break free from all the lies of the devil. So how in the world are they going to reject the mark of the beast? They can't, bruh. They can't. They don't even have the... You got to understand, a lot of people, they want to live this fake happy lifestyle. They want to live this soft life and, you know, not go through all these struggles and this and that. But when you walking with God, you going through all type of hard stuff. These people don't want to live through that hard stuff. They want to live this soft life. They don't want to go through all these hard things. But when you walking with God, you going through hard things back to back to back to back. So how these people going to survive the suffering and the pain, you know what I'm saying, getting murdered for rejecting the mark of the beast? How they going to reject the mark of the beast and then get murdered for this stuff? When these people is already soft. When these people is already cowards. Majority of these people is not even strong. They got to get strong, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people, they got to get strong, bruh, because people are weak, bro. Majority of people are so weak. And that's just the honest reality of what we're living in. Man, it's so sad to whereas people have already turned their backs on God. People don't care about, people don't even want to hear about God. Know what I'm saying? And then you have so many people out there to whereas they just live in their day-to-day life. These people don't even talk about God even a little bit. Like they whole day-to-day life is filled with like small talk. Oh, the sun is blue today. Oh my gosh, I went to get a matcha. Like these people be on some regular stuff. Like because they scared to go deep with God. They scared to get into the spiritual things of God. So you gotta understand, when a person, that's a way of selling your soul too. When you focusing on all this small talk, oh, it's a hot day today, it's sunny today, and all this stuff, right? That's a way of selling your soul because you don't really have a spiritual life. Because if a person really has a spiritual life, they're not gonna be out here talking about regular stuff all day. Oh, did you go to this vacation? Oh yeah, I came back, me and my girls. It was a hot day that day. Oh my gosh, do you like this food? Oh yes, I like that food. That's so awesome. Hey, like what are we doing? Oh, you see the new sports team that coming out? Oh, you seen Love Island? Oh, you see like regular everyday worldly conversation. That's how you know these people do not have a spiritual life. Because if you really had a spiritual life, it would reflect in even the topics that you talk about. You'll be talking about some deep spiritual stuff of God, bro. Like, if you really had a spiritual life, it goes to show you that these people do not even care about having a spiritual life. These people could care less about having a spiritual life. And when you tell these people on Judgment Day, your spiritual life is the only thing that's going to work in your favor, you know what I'm saying? On Judgment Day, the only thing that's going to be valuable, the only thing that's going to work in your favor, however you want to word it, valuable, work in your favor, same thing, right? Is your spiritual life. Your spiritual life and the things that you did for God. That's the only thing that counts on Judgment Day. Your day-to-day life and all this stuff, man, that stuff do not even count on Judgment Day. Everybody got to do day-to-day stuff. Everybody got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to do their day-to-day stuff. They normal, you know, everyday regular stuff. We all got to do that stuff, right? The regular day-to-day stuff. I did this today. I woke up. You know what I'm saying? I got something to eat. Took a shower. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Everybody got to do that. That don't matter on Judgment Day, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't... Of course, we still got to take care of ourselves. But what I'm saying is that stuff is not going to get you into heaven because everybody got to do that stuff. But not everybody want to live a spiritual life. So it's like people have already been conditioned to reject God. And the devil is easily going to deceive them. When the mark of the beast comes out, the devil easily going to deceive them. The devil going to make them believe that the mark of the beast is going to offer them freedom and all this stuff and a better life. You know, the devil is a damn liar. He going to lie to these people like he always do. And more souls and more souls and more people are going to end up in hell. Because once again, people do not take this stuff serious. People do not take the spiritual things of God serious. People think this stuff is a game. But from what it's looking like right now, everybody done rejected God. Everybody's ready to accept the mark of the beast. Everybody's already been accepted this stuff already. People have already been accepted the devil. So people have already accepted the mark of the beast, the devil, all this stuff. Spiritually, mentally, and, you know what I'm saying, through all these different ways, man. People is already done for. You know what I'm saying? People is already done for, man. I'm telling you. Majority of people is literally done for. And that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about, man. Shout out to all the people out there who support my website, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.